day was special for lots of people. On the line with me is Gary. Just landed back at Bowman Field. Hi, Gary.
Hey, how you doing, Terry?
Good to have you on here, brother. You're with Kentuckiana Volunteer Aviators, is that correct?
Yeah, that is correct.
Tell me about that group.
Well, it's a group we formed about 5 years ago. Local pilots at Bowman Airport who are willing to use their airplane and their fuel to help the community in time of need. We've done reconnaissance for the National Weather Service. We've looked for missing autistic and Alzheimer's patients and that type of thing.
That's terrific. There's so many great people in aviation. I've just known the family for a long time and just always am impressed with how quickly pilots are able to find aircraft to get things like that done. I mean, there was years ago, there was a kid who needed an operation. We had this huge snowstorm. He had to get out of this city to go to, I think it was Kansas. People came out and shoveled an area so a helicopter could land, pick her up, get her to the airport, and get her out of here. I mean, that's the aviation family comes through when they have to.
Absolutely.
Gary, tell me about your experience today. What kind of aircraft were you in, and what did you see and do?
Well, we took a Cessna 182 and a Piper Cherokee. We both flew down together, and we didn't want to land anywhere. We knew that was kind of crowded, so we just saw the projected path, and we flew on the Kentucky-Tennessee border. And we got down there about 20 minutes before the total experience and circled around, and it was really cool. We got to see it turn from daylight to night, and had a bunch of cameras going. We'll see how it all turns out, but it was just neat to be a part of that.
How did you equip the camera lenses to make sure they weren't damaged?
Well, good question. I have one of our guys we had with us, Austin Lassell, is an expert photographer, and he has thousands of dollars worth of photography equipment, and he was pretty assured it wouldn't be an issue, so I figured he knew what he was talking about.
Well, that's good. That's a good safety net to have. And then what altitude did you guys fly?
We flew about 5,500 feet, mainly to stay cool.
Yeah, do you think it was significantly different in terms of look? Because I know that way up, when NASA was flying, they're up at 50,000 feet, 55,000 feet. They were talking about how much darker it was going to be for them than it was in the rest of the totality.
Well, you know, one of the things we did notice, it definitely turned pitch black in the cockpit where we needed to turn the instrument lights on. But along the horizon, away from the sun, you could see it was kind of daylight, and that obviously was, you know, where they weren't in the area, you know, of the eclipse, or not the high percentage wise. So probably on the ground, they probably wouldn't have seen those areas as much. But you know, that's what we experienced.
Did you fly over Hopkinsville? Were you near there, or you were away from there?
No, we were about 20 minutes away from Hopkinsville. Interestingly enough, going in to get fuel at Breckinridge County and then Rough River for lunch before we flew there, the frequencies were just jammed, people landing at airports along the path.
That's what we hope for. We love it when people are using our airports. And they had one there in Christian County, don't they, Hopkinsville?
They sure do. And my understanding is it was by reservation only. And I think they were filled up, is my understanding.
Right. When was that ever happened in the history of Hopkinsville? As in never.
Exactly.
That's cool. I'm glad it was a cool flight, and I hope to see some photographs online so we can see what kind of perspective you guys had up at 5,000 feet and 6,500.
Yeah. Quick note, Terry, you probably don't remember this, but probably 15, 20 years ago, we were both booked for the same aircraft at Cardinal Wings, and they overbooked. But anyways, I said, Terry Miners need to fly, so I gave you the airplane. So.
But you're a good man, Gary Katz. No, I didn't know that, but I appreciate that. Thanks so much.
Okay.
Treated it with gentle hands. All right, thanks so much, brother.
Nice talking to you, Terry.